All right, let's just put this out there. Burnout is bullpucky. 99% of the time, at least, in my opinion. The World Health Organization officially recognized burnout as an occupational phenomenon that results from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed, end quote. The key part of that definition is has not been successfully managed. In other words, it, the job, or them, the boss or manager, is not the problem. They are. Most often, it is not your workload that is to blame, but your work habits. I have seen this up close with the teams that I've led. Those who perpetually, regardless of the workload, procrastinate until the last minute, constantly suffering from Parkinson's law. They say they don't have time or are so busy, yet I see them trafficking in the trivial and the shallow, getting involved in other people's work, allowing inputs of constant distraction, spending most hours in active non-action and creative avoidance. All the while, they never or seldom control themselves enough to do deep work. You know, the actual creative and productive work that they are paid to deliver. We call deep work on our team and inside Insane Productivity, jam sessions. These 100% distraction-free focused sessions on one creative project in blocks of 45 or 90 minutes. That's the strategy taught inside Insane Productivity. A Harvard Business Review article pointed out 60% of the average employee's time is spent doing shallow work. And I think that they're being generous, very generous. To make up for their lack of self-control and self-management, people often have to work on the weekends or at night, and then they brag, whine, or blame somebody else about having to do so. I can get more done in 4 hours than most people can in 14. It's not that I'm special. I just work smart. I prioritize my vital work, control my attention, and design my environment for high performance. Yeah, but, you say, my boss or my client sends emails and texts at night or on weekends. Don't respond. My boss or client expects me to do work on the weekends. Explain you're unavailable. My boss, client heaps too much work on me with unrealistic timelines. Learn to communicate effectively. My boss, client won't accept my boundaries. Leave. You're not a tree. Notice all these problems and their solutions are about taking control of one's self. Now, I know I'm talking to the choir here. This is probably not your problem. I'm outlining this for you here so that you can communicate this mindset and the self-regulation needed to not suffer burnout more effectively to your team. Like the whiny humble brag of somebody saying, "I'm so busy." What they're really saying is, "I'm so weak. I'm lazy. I'm out of control, and I'm afraid." And if they do that long enough, yeah, it leads to burnout. I think the term burnout has been hijacked by a weak-minded culture to the point where even when low or modest levels of struggle are experienced, the yelp of "I'm burned out" is used as an immediate escape hatch, or better stated, excuse hatch. As the saying goes, hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. And weak men create hard times. Today, we are a culture of weak men. And just take a look at our culture. Weak. But not you, not me. That is why it is so easy for us to succeed. Surround yourself only with the strong. And this is where they are, right here on Darren Daily. So bravo to you for showing up here each morning. Write in the comments below, how long have you been streaking? How many workdays in a row have you gotten in your Darren Daily without missing? Write hashtag never miss with the number after it below.